Hello all, welcome back to my channel. So in the last tutorial, I have explained about the ngStyle in detail. So where I created one demo application and showed you the different ways how to implement the ngStyle. So I'll attach the link in the description box so you guys can check out. So before proceeding further, if you have not followed me on the Instagram and Facebook, here is the link. Please follow me there. And if you have not subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you can receive the upcoming notification of my videos. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain about the attribute binding. So binding means to display the data. So there are already two ways of binding, one way and two way. Two means both the way to read the data from HTML and to read the data from TS file, vice versa. So here I'm going to explain about the attribute binding. So attribute binding is the like there are HTML control div. So you can bind the data on the div using attribute binding, or you can even disable and enable the button, and then you can also bind the images. So I'll show you. So here is the default structure of an Angular application where I created using the ng new app. So in the default structure, there is an default module which is app module and app component. So I'll be doing the coding on the app component. So let's say keep open and open the TS file, keep open. So here, if I run this application, so only I will see the Angular text on the browser. So let's run and see what is the result. So application compiled successfully. Let's go to the browser and run localhost 4200. If I run I only can see the div, the Angular. So let's go to the HTML and take one div. So inside this div, I can mention whatever the text, and the same text will be visible on the browser. But what will happen if this text need to be supplied from TS? If I take the any variable, say div text, and assign this text to this variable. Div text is the variable which hold the value. This is colorful day, and now I need to bind this this variable on this div. So what are the ways? So as I have told you that I'm going to explain about the attribute binding. So through attribute binding, I'm going to bind this data. So using HTML property, which is the attribute of a div provided by the Angular. So if in the here, if I mention the variable name and then save it, I hope I will get the same result. This is possible because of the attribute binding. So these are the attribute of a HTML. So here I can take one button, let's say the button, and here save. So button name is save. So if I click this, I can able to click. See, some event is happening, but I have not written any logic, so it will doesn't show any action. But still I am able to click this button. So for example, if I need to disable this button, what are the ways? Through attribute. So let's bind using attribute binding. So inside this bracket, mention the property disabled and say true. True. Save it. See, this is become in disabled mode. If I make it false, it will again enable. Right. So this is also the one example of an attribute binding. And now let me show one image on the browser. So this is an image. So go to the assets folder under images. So this is an loader.png. Now I'm going to show this PNG on the browser using attribute binding. So for this, I will take the image control, and here I'll mention the src inside this square bracket, and let's mention the path. So here I'll mention the assets slash images slash loader dot png format and save. If I save it, say it throws an error because when you are going to assign the path, it should be in single quotes, and save it. So let's close it and save it. It's compiled successfully. So let's go to the browser. See, I can see the image, right? Now, there is another way of showing the image without attribute binding. So let's remove this square bracket and remove the single quotes. Still, I can able to see this image. See, there are two images, one with the attribute binding and one is without attribute binding. So there are lots of things that you can achieve using attribute binding, and it is easy syntax to write and easy way to understand, right? We got disabled and like SRC, we know how to use it. So in this way, we can use the attribute binding very easily. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have any question regarding my current or any previous tutorial, please mention the question in the comment section. I will definitely answer. And please subscribe this channel if you have not yet subscribed, and press the bell icon so that you can receive the notification of my upcoming videos. And also share and like this tutorial. Thank you so much.